A very good evening. Welcome to this live broadcast from the Tribune Network. I'm Rohit Bhan. We are coming to you live from the Tribune headquarters here in Chandigarh. The eighth round of talks between the farmers and central government representatives has started in Delhi. Many believe this is going to be a very crucial round of talks between the two sides. Both the sides have been very adamant. The farmers saying they will not budge unless the government repeals or takes back its three farm laws. The BJP government, the India government at the center, on the other hand, claiming that they had given a lot of concessions, not really going back, not giving any commitment as far as going back on these laws are concerned. So clearly some sort of a stalemate, but nonetheless today's talks many believe could throw up more suggestions, more feelers from the center. It remains to be seen whether the farmers will lap it up. Though we heard some farm union leaders before they went in for the meeting, in fact making some strong observations saying that they will not settle down for anything less than repealing of these laws. But we will be discussing the political fallout, the continued political fallout of this agitation. Where does the Congress, where does the Shiromani Akali Dal, where does the Aam Aadmi Party stand insofar as this agitation is concerned? There are, indications, many political observers believing that these political parties are fighting for some kind of a space, whether it be Congress or the Akali Dal or the Aam Aadmi Party. Joining me, my senior colleague from the Punjab Bureau, Mr. Rajmeet Singh, on this issue. Rajmeet, first, the talks, the eighth round has begun. Should we be hopeful of some kind of an agreement, or it will continue to be, the stalemate? Though it is very early, but what is your feeling?
Rohit, we were all hoping that this stalemate would break, but so far the reports which are coming that it is still continuing. The central government is adamant on not repealing the bills, and the farmers are adamant on. So we are just hoping ice breaks. Yeah.
Okay, now about the political fallout, Rajmeet. How are the parties, the Shiromani Akali Dal, the Congress, the ruling Congress party, and the Aam Aadmi Party, how are they placed against each other as far as taking limelight in this particular agitation is concerned?
See, politically, the farmer agitation has, given a new dimension to the way the politics is being conducted, especially in North in Punjab. So this farmer agitation has created a sort of a vacuum. Now it is forcing the political parties, be Akali Dal or the AAP or Congress, to reinvent their ways to reach back to the masses. Because the farmers, we visited Singhu border also, so there is a thinking going on among farmers that why the Congress and the Akali Dal have not fulfilled their promise, have not helped them over the years. So why don't we have our own political party? So that thinking is going on in them, so that they have a political instrument, a political voice to place their issues.
But how serious is that line of thought? I mean, it's just speculation, or just farmers are actually talking about it? And if they are really serious about it, what are the political ramifications?
For that you have to understand one thing. The farmers' agitation has been so far apolitical. Right. They have not allowed any political party, Aam Aadmi, Congress or the SAD leaders to join on stage. Right. But thinking the issue where the finance is involved, where the unions are involved, there are 31 unions in Punjab, and it's a matter of MSP, minimum support price. So you cannot differentiate between politics and farming issue.
Absolutely.
So basically, I think the thinking is going on, but it's too premature to right. Comment because they're fully engrossed in the negotiations with the central government. So we'll need to wait for that.
And also, Rajmeet, the continued agitation, the farmers are not relenting. So what does it mean politically? We are just about a year and a half from elections, 2022. We are going to polls. How does it pan out politically? This is going to be quite clearly the biggest political election issue. So how are the political parties placed? Aam Aadmi Party, it has been blaming the Congress, that Congress didn't really do much to stop this bill. The Akali Dal saying, see, we walked out of the government. So in a sense, this issue is going to be an important issue in the elections and in the days to come.
Yeah, very relevant question. Rohit, I would prefer to grade the parties on this issue. Right. First of all, the ruling party. Right. See, Congress, led by Captain Amarinder Singh, is certainly at an advantageous position. He was the first one to sense, react, and pass a resolution amendments to the bill in the Vidhan Sabha.
Right.
Though it was certainly a political move, we all knew that the governor, Punjab governor, or the government of India or the president would never pass it. So, but he was the first one to react. He called an all-party meeting because he could sense the roots, the core issue. So he certainly, and for so many months, the farmers have been sitting on agitation in Punjab. So there was full support of the government.
Right.
There was no incident of violence, and there was no, and even he withdraw cases against them of gathering more than 5 persons. And then recently, the attempt to murder case for dumping cow dung outside the house of a BJP leader. So Congress, on the basis of his inputs, certainly the chief minister is strongly thinking of coming for another term as a chief minister in Punjab.
But if you look at the opposition, let's first take Aam Aadmi Party. Now, Aam Aadmi Party has been in a complete mess in the last few years, but it also senses an opportunity that perhaps this will give it an advantage to come back into the political process. It has targeted Captain Amrinder. If you remember on this issue, it has been consistently targeting Captain Amrinder Singh. Do you believe that Aam Aadmi Party has managed to crawl itself back into that race, or it's really lost out?
Aam Aadmi Party was very late in reacting.
Right.
Only the one advantage you must see is the Singhu border, because they are placed right across the Delhi border, and Aam Party is in power in Delhi.
Right.
So the Chief Minister of Delhi, Kejriwal, is trying to pulsate the farmers by offering langar, help, different sort of. So that through that forum, they are trying to woo the farmers, and because the farmers in Punjab have a 70% population is involved in farming.
Right.
So they know they cannot ignore it. So Aam Party will have to work hard. They are trying to, but I don't think much difference has been made.
And as regards the Kali Dal, I mean, they have been at the firing end of this, receiving end of this entire thing. But they would perhaps have this issue that we walked out of the government to take that moral high ground. Do you think that will cut ice with the people, or they still are seen some party which is close to the BJP?
People are very smart. They know that the Kali Dal was from day one supporting the farm bills. The senior Badal, Mr. Prakash Singh Badal, spoke in favor of when the ordinance was passed. Harsimrat Badal was part of the cabinet. Suddenly they realized the swell on the ground, that it is turning out. So suddenly they walked out of the union cabinet, and then they left the alliance with the BJP. But they certainly will have to work hard. They certainly are a very disadvantageous position. And moreover, one thing now, what the opposition is doing, the opposition has started alleging that the chief minister, the Captain Amrinder, is sailing in two boats. The opposition is saying that on one hand he is supporting farmers, on the other hand he is trying to he's trying to work on the part of BJP leadership, to woo the farmers to end the agitation. And yesterday, when the Punjab government opened schools, so there was whisper in the opposition parties were saying that it has been done to bring back the children, and it's an indirect way to to dilute the pitch of the agitation. But the opposition parties have been alleging that.
So it could be a sort of a tricky situation even for the captain himself, with the agitation prolonging, going on and on. The Palit parties, the opponents, would obviously try to, like you said, these whispers that schools were opened because they wanted the farmers to come back. So how is the government planning to counter that, that this so-called whisper campaign?
See, I'll take you back few months back when the agitation started in Punjab. The government was supporting them. The tolls were made free. And the government was, the government was well placed. Right. As the agitation moved to Delhi, the awareness level rose. The other states, farmers in other states started joining. They understood, though they understood late, the relevance of MSP. Right. So now it has become a pan-India agitation. So now the regional significance, the regional pressure, or that, the Congress is now trying to reinforce its homework. They did political homework. They did to connect to the farmers. Though they did hold rallies in Shambhu and other places, but certainly they will have to work hard to reconnect to the farmers that we are your saviors. So they have been claiming that we are the saviors, though farmers have the differences on this issue. Moreover, now the farmers in Punjab are generally associated with one or the other political party, but we saw at the Singhu border that they refuse to be identified with political parties, which is a new thinking.
Okay. And also a fallout, Rajmeet, would be an interesting take on the entire issue is the how social media has been in fact used as a force multiplier by farmers. They've been little suspicious about the mainstream media, the national media. So they have used the social media very effectively. There have been stories of people, these farmers, young boys coming up with apps, with social media platforms. How has that helped the agitation to have a pan-India?
Certainly, the pan India, I would say internationally, the social media run by the farmers has played a great role in outreach of the spreading out the awareness about the actual conditions they are showing on the ground, how the farmers. Moreover, you must understand that BJP had a social media, Congress has Akali Dal has and AAP also has. Certainly, these farmers' social media has taken over everything. So they are trying to push in what they are doing, but certainly they are nowhere near, I would say, as far as the likes and the support the farmers are getting on the social media. Yes, sir.
So it's basically both offline and online the farmers are getting. Thank you so much, Rajmeet, for that insight. So that was Rajmeet Singh giving us an insight into the politics, the fallout, the political fallout of this agitation. Remember the meeting, as I mentioned, the meeting is continuing. It will go on well till evening. So it remains to be seen what is the whether there's some kind of a common ground that the both parties arrive at. But that initially seems very difficult. But certain concessions which the government is contemplating offering to the farmers. Now that remains to be seen whether the farmers accept it or not. We'll provide you all the details on this meeting and also other aspects related to the farmers agitation, which is a huge issue, particularly in the region, in Punjab. We will provide you all the details and updates. You can also log on to our website, tribunemedia.com, and also follow us on our other social media platforms for regular updates. Meanwhile, thanks for watching.